everybody, it's Spring with Soaps and Suds and such, and yes, we are going to try to make soap. Haven't made soap since last year. Well, this is my little girl, and she wants to learn to make soap. And today, I think right now I'm alright to mess with the lye and all that stuff. Today, all I'm going to do though is I'm starting her out slow. So she is going to be learning to swirl the soap and pour the soap. Show them your gear. She's got her safety glasses on. She's got her gloves on. She's got her sleeves on. She's got her pants on and her shoes. So she is ready.
Oh, can we show them the colors?
And she wants to show the colors. Let me turn it back around to our oil and you can hold it over it.
We got this literally white. That
is Super Sparkle from, I don't have my gloves on yet, but I've got them right here. From Nurture Soap. She's going to use that on the top.
And this is our nice little green.
Crafter's Choice Emerald Green Mica. That one was sent to me by a soaping sister in the group, Soaping and Such. Ultramarine Blue Pigment.
And a beautiful one.
And this one is Purple Vibrance from Nurture Soap. And
she also doesn't have her glasses.
But I've got them, and I've not messed with lye yet. So, and then we're going to be using, we didn't have hardly any fragrances to choose from at all. So she chose, but first she chose between these two, but for this recipe, which is the unicorn soap recipe, which I have gave out, and I will put it in the description box again in case anyone wants to use it. This is fresh bamboo, and my friend Maggie, a fellow soaping sister, sent me this from the group, Soaping and Such, and we're going to be using that because we didn't have enough of the other one, or any others, to be honest.
It smells very clean.
Yeah, it does. It smells clean. And then she's hoping to be able to put
these on it.
On top. And we're going to be using the tall and skinny mold. She wants to use...
I'm going to use this to do...
Yep. That's the small dowel. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these oils and butters here melted. And then I'm going to get the lye mixed up, and I made video doing the lye solution. I'm not putting anything fancy in the lye solution today. We're keeping it simple. I hadn't soaped in a while, so I need to get back in the hang of it. So I'll bring you back. Okay, now we are going to be adding to our oils after I melt them some colloidal oatmeal. Excuse me, about said it wrong. Colloidal oatmeal. We're going to add that in. You don't have to add that. We're also going to be adding some goat milk here. I've got quite a bit here. Now this is our silk fiber. You can see that. And you don't have to add that either. I'm going to add that to my lye solution. So these two, the colloidal oatmeal and the goat milk, will be going in directly into the oil and blended in. This one, the silk, will go into the lye solution. Okay, let me get that melted and I'll bring you right back. Okay, in here we've got our water, 635 grams of water. In here we've got our lye, sodium hydroxide, and we've got 246 grams of our lye. And you never, ever, ever want to mix water into your lye. It will cause a reaction and it will just foam out completely on you. So you don't want to do that. Okay, I'm just going to slowly, I take a whisk and just slowly mix that in there. Put that in there, pour it, and then stir. And you do not want to have your face over top of this while it is fuming. Actually, I cut my fan on. And if you have, you know, some people have to wear a mask to do this. I've actually wore a mask if my asthma's bothering me or anything like that. But I've learned if I don't get over top of it, then I'm usually okay. But it does set off a fume. I'm just slowly pouring that in there and then whisking it, stirring it, whatever you want to call it. And that heats up really hot, so you definitely want to have your gloves on. If you're not experienced in it, you want to wear sleeves. Any new soapers, you want to wear sleeves. You can see the heat coming off of that. You do not want to do this without sleeves on, pants on, and shoes on, and gloves and glasses. You have to have the proper safety gear on. You can see the heat is rising off of this. It's heating up very, very, very hot. And I just stir, and now I'm going to add in, move that container, in my silk. Just putting that in there because it's very hot right now and it's going to dissolve that silk. If I wasn't adding silk, I'd just keep stirring. And I can see the fumes. You see the heat rising off of that and the fumes. You never ever want to put your face anywhere near that. We would be outside doing it, but right now the honeybees have taken to the back porch. They like to look around. They don't bother anything, but they like to look around, and I don't want to have the, you know, everything out there doing it. They may fly into it, or we don't want to hurt our honeybees. And it is still heating up really hot. I can see the steam. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Hopefully. I'll see if I can raise you up just a little bit there. See if you can pick up that steam. We're keeping our faces away from it. My daughter's actually away over here. And whenever I teach her to do it, you know, to mix this on her own, she will be wearing a mask. When I first done it, I covered my face. So, because these fumes can, you know, they can hurt you. And sometimes I add sugar to this, or I've added salt. I've added my pearl powder, my hydrolyzed silk powder. I did add the silk fibers, but not the powder. But if you're just starting out, you just need your sodium hydroxide, your lye, and water. You can use milks. If I use milks or if I use teas, I freeze them. Because this heats up so hot, you know, it will scorch your milks. That's why I freeze it. And it will do the same to a tea if you do not freeze it. If I make beer soap, I freeze my beer. Because my purpose in making the beer soap is to get the goodness that I can from the beer into my soap. So I feel like if I don't freeze it, because it heats up so hot, it possibly burns away all goodness. Same being said with my milks or my teas. If I'm going through the trouble of using them, I want to get any goodness I can into my soap so that my skin benefits from it. If I don't freeze it, this gets so hot I fear that all of the goodness will be just stripped away from the milk or the tea or the beer. So, okay, we've got that, and I'm stirring it really good. We are going to add some sodium lactate to this. But I'm just letting it cool down some. And stirring profusely because I want to make sure all my silk, I don't see any on my whisk, but I want to make sure that's all dissolved. You don't want to have your pets in here around you in your house when you're dealing with the lye aspect of this. Or around you whenever you're even pouring the soap, because the soap is, it's when it's wet soap, it's going to have that heat to it. It's still going to be where it can burn you, just like this lye solution can burn. Okay, now I'm going to add my sodium lactate. That's sodium lactate, you see it? Right there. Okay, and I'm going to add 4 teaspoons if I can. Now, let me turn this because I'm afraid I'm going to spill it. This bottle's really low. There's 1. There's 2. 3. 4. Okay. Put that away. You want to put the lid on the sodium lactate for me? And then we'll just stir. Okay, we got that stirred. Now is a waiting game. Now you want to get your temperatures right. I've got my oils already melted, but they are still hot. This is still hot. I'm going to let this cool down. I'm going to try to let this cool down to about room temperature. We're going to soap at room temperature. Now you can soap hotter if you want to. You can soap cooler if you want to. But I do like to have my lye temperature really close to my oil temperature. That's just me. Now, you want to research. But that's the way I like to do it. I haven't always done it that way. Sometimes I've soaped with it really warm. I've soaped with it cold. But for my daughter's first time, I think we're going to go with room temperature, and I've been doing it that way. The last time I soaped, I think I soaped with room temperature. Sometimes I've noticed when you use it hotter, or I've used it hotter, the soap base, it gets thicker quicker. So I've had that happen, or the room heat up. I had a column pour that I actually did. I actually did it on a live feed into our group, soaping and such, and the room heated up terribly, which heated up my soap batter, which caused it to thicken because I was using a fragrance oil that tended to accelerate. Now this fresh bamboo, I have no clue if it accelerates. I have no clue if it rices. I've never used it. This is one that my friend from the group sent me. So we're gonna let this cool, and then I'll bring you back. Okay guys, now I'm going to put in the goat milk powder. Like I said, optional, you don't have to use that. Kaolin clay, optional, you don't have to use that. Okay, let me get my blender. My daughter can't use this blender because it's gigantic, so I have to try to get a smaller one before I teach her that. Okay, I'm just trying to get that all mixed in. They're really good. Okay, now we're going to put in our, let me see if I can reach it. I'm trying to get where you can see what I'm doing. Going to put in our lye solution. It is cooled. They're about the same temperature, so that's the way I like to do it. Just slowly pour it in. I'm just stirring it a little bit with my blender. Let me get my container out of the way. Okay, now I'm going to give it a blend. You see how it's changing, Dolly?
Yeah. Dark to light.
That means it's blending. It's emulsifying in there. You do want to get all of your oil blended really well with your lye solution. And come here, Dolly. I want you to look.
Yeah.
You see how that's... Okay, when I bring it over across the top, you see the little lines it makes on it?
Mm-hmm.
That means it's trace. It's at trace. You want it at trace. Now we're going to put in our fragrance oil. You want to go over there and pour the fragrance in very carefully on the side right here, just really carefully. Just pour it slowly. Well, you have to hold it over it. Now go slowly with it. Okay, go ahead, pour it in there. It's wanting to leak out this side. Okay, and then you can take your container over here and put it in the sink. That was our fragrance oil. We don't know how this fragrance is going to react, so I'm not going to blend a lot. Just a little bit, because it looks like it's thickening up. Okay, so we're going to blend that.
And what about that?
We'll get to that in a minute. First, I've got to get this shook off. That out of the way. I'm going to use this one and give this a good stir. Now I'm going to pour the soap into these containers. Let me see if I can move them closer to us, where you can make sure you're seeing what I'm doing.
Yeah, they could see.
Okay, I'm going to stir that a little bit and then I'll put the remainder in there if I can get this to sit up here. And you have to stir good because we're not using a blender in this, which I may hit it with the blender. Which I think I will, because we don't want our color to not be blended in good. So I'm probably going to hit it with blender. Okay, Dolly, if you want to stir that one, stir it easily. Just, you know, you want to get it blended in there good though. Let me have your spoon over here. You just don't want to bring it out on you. But do stir the bottom good. Get it in there good. Don't know how horrible this is going to be. It's really thickened up. The only thing I can figure is fragrance oil, because we have our temps down. Okay, I'm going to put some more of this in here. So go ahead and be stirring yours. I'll stir mine. Getting a little bit of green in there, but it shouldn't hurt none. The green looks lighter than the purple. Okay, now just stir.
Yeah, this one's really dark.
Yeah, this green is blending really nicely. That mica went into there very nicely. I don't see any on the sides. See, that's what you're looking for. You want to make sure it's the colors blended in nicely. And look at your sides of your cup really good, just to make sure it's all blended in nicely. Okay. We have this one. Get to this one. Are you stirring yours good?
See?
Okay, now watch your arms. You know, if you don't want to get that soap on them. But you do want to stir good, because I don't think we're going to have to blend this, actually. Not if we want it to be pourable. You blend your soap too much, Dolly, and it will be thick and you'll have to plop it. You don't blend it enough and it won't set up. Okay, that's looking good. Now let me check yours out here, just to make sure she got all of that in the bottom really good.
Looks like I did.
Yeah, looks like you've done pretty good. Whoops. See, Mama made the boo-boo go on the side, but you know, that one looks like it might be ricin in there, just to be honest with you. So I think I'm going to have to stick stick blender in. Okay, we are going to have to. It does look like we've got some ricin. I guess it's that fragrance. I've never used that one before. You barely can see it down in there. So I'm going to have to hit it. Okay, that looks good. Now I've got to get that off of there, and we'll move to the next one, because my big old blender, it is hard to get the colors off of there. It is so ginormous, but we have got one trick that we can do. Dolly, you watching me? I'm putting some water into our lye container. Now I'm going to hit it. trying to get that green off of there. You see? You're just trying to get the green off so you don't put it into your other colors. Okay, purple. We're just dealing with that little bit of ricing that we had. It wasn't major, but I could see it.
I think the blue's a little bit more major.
Yeah, do you see the little bitty white
Yes.
down in there? That's called ricing. Not what I would have chose for your first time making soap. But sometimes we don't get to choose. We just go now we're just getting the purple off so that we can go to our blue. Or most of the purple off. Smells really good though. Nice clean scent. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. You like the colors?
Yeah.
She chose her own colors that she wanted to do. I have colors, I just don't have hardly any scent at all. We have very limited scent. Okay, Dolly, you want to stir that right quick? Give it a stir. I'll give this a stir. We'll keep these on the side. Okay, I don't know how easy this is going to pour, so we will go with it. Okay, got that. Now, let's see. She wants to do it. I may have to set this up differently. I'm going to bring you right back. Okay, she's ready. Okay,
So,
go ahead.
We're going to pour this one for the bottom.
You want to start there or you want to start at that end? Just go with it because it's getting thick on you. Okay, you want to save some for the top? Whoops. That's alright. You just take you something and you can simply
Now,
get that right off.
I'm taking these.
Are you going to do it that way? Or do you want to hold one like this and one like this and go up
Might
through?
do
Or
that.
do you want to do just one at a time?
I think I might do one at a time.
Okay. And the higher you hold it, the more impact you get. Wait a minute, it's thickened up on you. Let me stir it down. Okay. Go with that one. How you want to do it. However you want to do it, babe. It's up to you. You don't have to put it all at once. You can put part and then you can put another part of something else. Okay, now you got your green ready.
Yeah.
Let Mama get this down for you a little bit. We're just straightening up the sides. We won't worry about the mess. I'll show you how to clean that up. Okay, there you go. Is it stirred down enough? Is it going to... I need to make sure that they can see what you're doing. Yep, I think they can see you. Okay. Okay, we need to beat it down. Now you're going to do swirls, put it all the way down in it. Remember, because you want it to swirl. There you go. Do your swirls however it is you're wanting them. Is that all you want to do?
Yeah,
or you want to do a little more? Are you going to put green or you want to put a different color?
Ooh, I know something better.
You got your blue. Here's your blue. You want to use some of it?
I'm going to use two at a time. I'm going to do something.
Well, you'll have to hurry because it's hot, thickening up quick. Here's your blue. Did you stir down your other one?
Yeah. Coming down a little bit slow. I'm thinking if I do like that and then do
You might have to use your spoon if it don't come out. You got it? You need me to do anything?
No, not really. It's coming out.
Okay, you're getting it?
Yeah.
Okay. I think they're seeing your hand. You want me to help you with that end part?
Yeah.
What we can do is we can stir it all down like so to get it where it's going to come out for you. There you go. Now you should be able to do it. Okay.
And then if I take the purple,
Okay, you're going to go with your purple.
as you see, I'm just stirring it as quick as I can, and I'm going.
Well, first, wait just a second. Let me beat this down again.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
And remember, wear gloves. I don't have gloves on, but I've been making soap for many years. Now you're just kind of putting it across the top, right? In different places.
Yeah.
Okay, it's coming out on you. Let me see your thing as soon as you get that in there, and we will flop it back over.
Okay, and I might use a different color. And then I'll do the purple after I do the green. Because I have a load of green. I'm just do the green.
Okay, wait just a second. Let me beat this down again. Now, are you wanting to do any more swirls
Yeah.
on your top?
Yeah, that's why I'm going to try to use all this color.
Well, we can't use it all, but we've got us a mold over there to put some in for soap dough.
Yeah, and we could do that while y'all see. And now you see I'm just doing little dots. Okay.
Well, big dots and little ones.
Yeah. And we're going to use the rest of that. And
Let Mama do that for you
yeah.
till you learn it.
Okay.
You might want to put you a little more green. You want me to put a little more right here?
Okay, and as you see, I'm just going to...
Okay, you better go with it. Because it's a hardening up, thickening up. Thickening up on her, guys. It is thickening up on her. We'll have to clean the sides up. Okay, now do you want to stick on your flowers?
Yes.
Okay, first off, wait just a minute. Wait on Mom. First thing we need to do, Dolly, you need to remember you're doing cold process. That means squirt. I'll squirt it because your hands might have soap. But you're just squirting it with a little bit of 91% rubbing alcohol. That'll help save us on soda ash. And do you want to put your mica, your sparkles?
I might put it on after this.
Well, it won't stick to that soap. That soap's pre-made. I've already made it. Okay. You might want to take your fingers and put a little bit in them and sprinkle it on them. There you go. Now just sprinkle it all over it, wherever you want it. You got a lot on your hands, so you can go with it. Just sprinkle it all over it. You getting it?
Yeah.
Is that enough?
Nah.
You want more?
I like glitter.
You like glitter? Yeah, that end needs a little bit, looks like.
And back here. Should we video us doing the other thing?
What, putting the flowers on?
And doing that.
We don't have to video that part, I don't guess.
I think we should.
Okay, there you go.
Just a little,
Now, you want to put your flowers on. Remember how you showed me how you want them? This one was going to have to go in a corner somewhere. Remember, right over there's an empty corner. And just fit them on there where we'll be able to cut them correctly. Because we have to...
This one was right there.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, now.
And if I can
There you
remember,
go.
it was pretty much there.
and press them down a little bit so that they nestle in.
A leaf went after one of these flowers.
I think that leaf went with this one, actually. Can I put one on for you?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this leaf went with this one. You could probably put him right there. Just press him down in there so it sticks. That's the thing. These were pre-piped, so we got to make sure they're down in that soap so that they will stick.
I'm gonna get that glitter off.
And I think we're going to squirt him one more time with just a little bit of rubbing alcohol. And then we'll take us some cans. Once I clean up the side, I'm going to show her how to clean up the side, and then we'll take some cans and we're going to fix them like that. So we'll bring you back in a minute. Okay, we're going to just do some right quick. Okay, let me put this over here. We're going to use this for soap dough. Our leftover soap, and I just like to stir it.
So we get to play with them.
Yeah, create flowers and stuff to go on more soap.
Okay, so you want to just like do that.
You want to put it in there as best you can, like so, into the cavities. I don't think we have any blue left over there. I don't know if I could scrape any out of it or not. You can get it and we'll see.
Nope.
I might can scrape a little bit out.
Not this.
Okay, wait a minute. Here. Let Mama put that in here. Let's see. We'll see if we can, won't we? And you can make soap dough out of any recipe you want to. It may do good, it may not. Just wait a minute and I'll let you do some. It may do good and it may not. Some recipes will do wonderful. Others, not so much. It's just according. But we'll try it. Now, okay, we got our purple in there. We got some blue. And I'm going to use a little dab of your green, and then you can put the rest in your holes. Okay?
Okay.
I'm just going to put a little bit in with this one. Just to fill it up. She's like, Mom, let me do this. Aren't you, Dolly?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. Fill up your holes. Be careful with your soap. Try not to get it all over you, because it is live with the lye. Okay, you want me to help you by holding this?
Yeah.
They can be a little heavy. And just press it down in there. It don't have to be perfect. It's just for soap dough.
Anyways, it's not really gonna. It's gonna probably be made into stuff. Anyways.
It's for you to play with, to make things. You can make stuff to go on your soap if you get into starting to make it. You want to tell them what else you want me and Bro to teach you how to do with wood?
Wood burning.
Yeah, she's wanting to learn the wood burn. We did a little lesson with Junie B, her brother, the little one, and our little boy. Me and my big boy did, and he did good for the first time. He wasn't too into it because he made a few boo-boos and he got a little discouraged. But I told him you can't get discouraged. That's how you learn. Just like making soap. You may look at your first soap and say, ooh, I don't like it. Well, do it again. Can't learn if you don't try. Okay, you want Mama to try to help you on this now?
Yeah. Still have to do that one a little bit.
Yeah, and see, we have to cover them. That's the thing. We're going to have to cover these up. So, they got to have plastic wrap. Make a soap dough, you got to put plastic wrap. I just put plastic wrap over this mold. And I will put it right on top of that soap too. And not worry about it. Normally I'd have it more cavities over here, more molds, and then we wouldn't have it so tall. But since we're in a hurry and I wasn't counting it correctly. Okay, now I'm going to get my plastic wrap ready and we'll bring you right back. Okay, we got our plastic wrap ready. Just gotta get it tore off of here. You want to hold that for me? And let's get this stuff. I hate dealing with plastic wrap. It never works right, it seems like. But we're just covering it up. You just want to cover it up good. I will put another layer because I like to cover mine thoroughly. And then you're going to let it sit. I've let mine sit anywhere from 12, probably 10 to up to 20 hours. It's just according. 24 hours I'll say, because it probably, I've done it, I know, from 10 to 24 hours, but the sooner you do it, you know, you might want to wear gloves. Usually whenever I do mine, I don't wear gloves whenever I'm unmolding it, but if I do it in an earlier amount of time, then I would wear gloves, because you have, you know, your soap could still be alive and zap you. It can zap your hands just like it can zap any other part. Okay, there we go. We got that wrap. That'll go into a container. Now, simple thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take something and I'm going to show her how to clean these sides off. Like I said, we're going to prop it. And that'll be it. Okay, everybody, we're ready to cut. I tipped the end off. Can everybody see me in there, darling? You look for me?
Yeah, but they can't see the back of it.
Well, we're moving it forward.
So yeah.
Okay.
We don't want to cut the flower.
Well, you have to cut the flower. And I don't think I don't have it right. Let's see. I think that's right. Or not. Wait, yeah, I think it is. Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Let's
this
see. You want to show them?
Yeah. This is the part
Well, hold it
that
out. Like
she
that.
cut it first.
Turn
And
it
this
ar-
is the first part she cut.
Well, you need to turn this one around. We didn't get a whole lot of swirl, but we was dealing with very thick soap. So here's the top. I think it looks pretty good, don't you?
And these are the sides and stuff in the back.
Yep.
And this is the first soap she cut it.
Yeah. Now you have to wash your hands real good, but honestly, it doesn't feel alive at all. We've let it sit.
So it might be ready to be soap.
Well, we'll let it cure longer. You want it to cure longer. You know how Mama sets them up in there and they cure? Okay, let's move it forward. And we do have a little soda ash there. You see this? Dolly, you see that white in there? That's soda ash. I was hoping we wouldn't. We did use 91% rubbing alcohol, but we still did have a little bit. Okay, wait a minute. Gotta go easy.
And now we got this flower, the part of the other one.
Okay,
but it
turn
has
it
the
and
leaf.
let them see the...
That's that.
Okay, now you are not watching in your lens. You gotta watch so you can see what you're showing them. See there? Looks good, don't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move it back a little bit. Clean off our wire.
And see, it's already getting on my hands and stuff.
But you'll have to wash your hands now. Move it
And it might be more soapy.
real easy.
Okay, and now you move that down. And that's cutting one of the other flowers.
Yeah, and that flower is very hard. I have to help it through it. There we go. Wait. Let me move this one back a little bit. There you go.
Okay, and here's the
Top of that one.
top of it,
Now
and
show them
behind
your sides.
these.
Move it out here where they can see the whole bar. There you go.
And we
Ooh,
have
that looks good. That's a pretty
color.
one. I like that
I'm
one.
just gonna put that right there.
That's looking good, ain't it? You like them? They smell good, don't they?
Yeah.
That,
They smell clean.
what was it? Fresh bamboo? Was that the name of it? I'm thinking.
Yeah, fresh bamboo.
It had a good scent to it, didn't it? Okay. You want to get that one?
Yeah. Are we kind of listening to our other video?
Okay, there, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, show them the top.
And we have
There's
all
your
the
top.
useful stuff.
This flower here was kind of like a hydrangea in a way, a green. One I popped a while back. Okay, go ahead and put
And
that. Well, they done seen
this
that.
is what we're using. Fresh bamboo, which...
Honey, it's the same video. It's going to go in the same video. They like to have their cut at the end of the video. That way you don't have to do 2 videos. Now that Mama's got her other movie thing, we don't have to do 2 videos.
And we go through there. Yep.
Well, another hard...
Soap.
Yeah, that flower. Now, let me get it through. Wait just a minute. I'm going to move this one back a little bit. There you go.
Okay, and here's the other beautiful flower with the leaf and the back. And sadly, this part is what we was not hoping for. But we got that, and we got that. So there's a little mess up. And we have our blue, and our purple and our green, and our other blue.
It's still pretty, and you've got a leaf right there that hangs over.
And we got
right
glitter,
here.
as y'all can see that glitter there.
Yeah, and you got a leaf that hangs over. See, I could trim this if I want to, but
it might
okay.
be a little bit more harder.
Let's do another one. Okay, gotta get that. Here, I'll do it, baby. We're going through them. It's hard to go through them flowers that Mama piped a while back.
Okay,
Wait
now.
just a second. There you go.
Okay, and now this one, we have the same flower, only we got a little bit of a different flower in it.
Show
we
them.
got
Ooh, that's pretty. Show them that
these.
side. It turned out pretty, didn't it?
And here's
Oh,
some
look,
more
you
glitter.
got a little bit of swirling action. Look. You got some swirling action. See there?
And if we put it up a little bit more closer, you see that? That's swirling action.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm just
You done good.
add. Put these over here.
For working with thick soap, you done excellent. I'm proud of you. Okay. Let's go through another one. We will have to get the soda ash off of these.
Yeah.
That's something Mama will do.
Oh, we got
That's
some
the way
more
I do
swirling
it.
in this.
Okay, here's the other one.
Okay,
show
and
me your
here's the other
top.
one. We got this, which has a beautiful white in it.
Yeah, and then the top of it's got the little yellow centers. Oh, make sure they're seeing.
That, and then we got this.
Are you watching your lens
Yeah.
up here? Okay.
And we got the top, and the backs, and we got some soda ash, but
Yeah, the soda ash, if you can see, we've got it starting all right there. And right in here, it's already starting to accumulate a little bit.
okay.
But it'll come off. And I've got a video on how I remove soda ash. Now, there's many ways you can do it.
But if you want to know how she does it, go watch that video.
Yeah.
No, we just
Okay.
easily, but ooh.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I help it through those because these, you'll move your back one. There you go.
Okay, and we got another piece of a flower in, and we got the other one from this one, and as you see, it goes together.
Yep.
See? But we're cutting it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Show them your pretty pouring action there. You got a little bit of swirling action going on there.
And,
Right here.
yeah.
Done good.
So we got that. Shall we show them how I'm setting these up?
No, we're just going to set them up and then I'll put them to cure. Okay, wait a minute. I think
see
your
that?
arm's in the light. Okay, we're going through a hard flower.
Ooh.
Very hard. I don't want... Okay, let go, baby. I don't want to break my guitar string. Okay, you got it?
Oh my god. This, the after we go with the other one. It's so beautiful. It has the
show 'em
sunflower.
your sides.
And we got a little
Make sure you
swirling
hold
action
it.
there. If
Where
y'all
they
can
can see it.
see.
Put it around like that and show them
We
that
got
side.
a tiny bit of swirling action there.
I think we're just going to leave this bar. This will be for you, or you can give it away. But you can show them the flowers on top.
Give it away, but here's this. I'm gonna let my baby sister's one cure a little bit more longer. Because she's still a baby. She is 2. And as you see, we got
yeah,
that.
you got to wash them hands. If you enjoyed the video, well, I think we done that. But we'll do it again. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, share our videos. Want to see more of our videos, or of me and her soaping or doing something together, maybe comment. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.